Hello! It's me, I'm here. Minimize everything. Goodbye, crossword. We're done with you for today. It's me. It's my show today. Just me. All alone. No one else.
What is that nonsense?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you could hear. I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
Ronald, you have to tell your work you're not allowed to do meetings on Wednesdays. Tell them you have a doctor's note, and that doctor's note says you have to see the conversation chair.
Oh,
Also, forewarning to everybody, we are both sick. It's literally all employee. Everyone? Are they calling the janitor too? All of them?
oh.
I feel
What
like
did I hear somebody call that? I was listening to something where they were talking about corporate business. What do they call that? An all call?
all call.
An all call.
All call. What? Asking to meet now? No! But
Well,
we'll be here, Ronald.
have fun at your all call. Well, his meeting is 2 hours, so he's not going to see us again.
Oh! Then I guess I'll see you later for Beat Saber if I'm still breathing. I have a Dunkin' coffee today.
Oh. Aren't you fancy?
I am, in fact. Okay, we need to change this music because this isn't the we're starting the stream music. Maybe since his boss is making him early, he can leave early from the other meeting.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I think that's how it works, actually.
No.
There we go. Also, I was watching one of my YouTubers the other day, and they had our stream music as one of the little like snippets of music that they played in their video, and I'm like, no, that's
Very
ours.
funny. Hush.
Yeah, we'll play. I'll play as much as I can, Ronald. Like I said, I'm still sick, so if we do some crazy stuff like Final Boss Chan or something, y'all might hear me pass out on the floor. Dying. Are we ready to start?
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to be sewing something.
Okay, some of the messages are showing up here, but they're not showing up over here.
What do you mean over here? What kind of 2-screen setup you got going on?
Oh, I've got YouTube up because I can't really type well.
Oh, on this
the way it's set up. So I pulled up YouTube over here so I could use my regular keyboard to answer comments. But I was wondering what you were responding to because I'm like, I ain't saying nothing over here.
Is the YouTube on a delay?
No, it's just it left out that one message about y'all playing Beat Saber.
Who knows?
All right.
Are you ready for a 3, 2, 1?
No.
Okay, I'll wait. We'll just sit here for the next couple hours, wait for you to get ready.
Uh-huh.
Like resew another pair of Wayne's pants.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Wednesday morning groovy house dress edition of the Conversation Chair. I am one of your presenters, Danny, the Lethargic Glass. And with me is my other dazzling presenter, my wee bairn,
Artemis the Fatigued. For real this time. Artemis the Fading Away. I'm sick.
For real. And if you have never been here with us before, and there's a good chance because we've been gone for the last 2 weeks, but if you've never been here with us before, we are just a little chat show. We are here to be your audio ambiance, your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are doing the laundry, while you are washing the dishes, while you are sewing up your man's pants, while you are taking care of your rugrats, or while you are dehydrating in a dungeon because you accidentally poisoned the king when all you were trying to do was get a promotion from underbaker to head baker by getting him to eat something other than vanilla.
Ooh. If the king says he wants vanilla, maybe stick with vanilla, baby girl.
That last bit was not my real life.
I would hope not.
That was from a new book that just came out this week, a romantasy collection called, I'll have to look at it because I can't get the whole title right. The Court of the Shifter King. And that story I read was the
The
The Fall of the Stag King by Rosalind St. Clair. It is available on Kindle Unlimited if you are so inclined. It is a paranormal romantasy collection. I would not have picked it up except you know how when they have those collections, um, several different authors, but like the author whose first story is in there is usually the author that ends up listed in the
mm-hmm.
Amazon listing, and so it was SC Principale or Principale. I
Oh
never know how to
yeah,
say her name, but she is my, one of my big
yeah.
favorites. And none of her other books, I'm having to wait 2-3 months for some of her other books. So I'm like, let me slide
Let's
in
check
here and
this
read
out.
this new thing she's got going on. So this is a world that she has created, and several different authors are writing stories in her world that she created.
That's
This is a
cool.
new world different from her other books, and so far I am enjoying it. So I would recommend it. I've read this one. I read her story, which was the first one, which was the winter story, and I read the spring story, and I'm about to read the summer story. So there's a story for each season. So I'm about to read the summer story. But the
That's
first two stories were good, so I'd recommend them.
I will check it
So I managed to get through all that without coughing. Yay. So
out.
life, life. First off, as we said before the intro, we both have colds.
We sick.
We both have colds. I am on the tail end of mine. Luckily, this was not a bad cold. I kept telling your father I am so amazed because usually I get a cold and I am down, down bad.
Mm-hmm.
To where I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I have a cold, even though I don't have a fever or anything, but when I have a cold, when I'm really sick, when I lay down to go to sleep, I hallucinate things.
Wild.
And I didn't even have any hallucinations with this cold.
Not out here having melatonin nightmares with this cold.
I hallucinate that people are trying to chase me, or that my bed is floating away on the ocean, or just crazy stuff. I didn't even have any hallucinations with this cold.
Wild.
So it was just a sore throat and a cough. And I was like, oh, I'll get over this. Your father brought me 3 bags of cough drops. I've gone through all of them. So I've gone through 59 cough drops. I've got 1 cough drop left. It's been about 10 days since this cold started. And it never really got past this, but except now I'm on the part where I'm all right, but out of the blue, I'm going to have a cough that sounds like
Yeah.
I'm opening up a lung.
Because your body is like trying to expel something. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody at work. Because I missed 2 days at work when I first got sick, because it was like rough. Like dizziness, fatigue, like I couldn't breathe. My throat was like, when you're at the beginning of a cold and like your throat, like it feels like something's swollen in there, like it's really sore, like something's swollen. And then later on, you still have a cough, but it doesn't really feel swollen anymore. Those first 2 days was where my throat was feeling like swollen and really, really sore. So now I just have a cough because there's like I'm working phlegm out of my lungs, I guess.
Mhm.
And I have the issue of every time I lay down to go to sleep, my nostril clogs up full of cement and I cannot breathe.
See, that's the thing. I didn't have any congestion. My nose was not clogged up. I had a little bit of a drippy nose, but other than that, my nose was not clogged up or anything. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get out of this cold fine. The thing is that I think this cold is trying to do its job and says, oh, we're supposed to get rid of phlegm, but baby, there ain't no phlegm.
No.
There's no, because I was not having the postnasal drip and stuff that you normally have with the cold.
Mm-hmm.
I had no congestion or anything. So there's nothing going down there for you to cough back up. So stop the coughing, please.
Your antibodies are like, we have a phlegm quota we have to meet, and we're going to get there.
Exactly. And I looked it up again just to remind myself that most of the symptoms of the common cold are gone 7 to 10 days, but a cough can last 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I am just waiting for, because I'm still wearing a mask at work, so I don't get everyone else sick, because the staff is very, very small at all the stores. So if I were to get everyone sick, they'd be effed. So I've been wearing a mask, trying not to get everyone sick. But one,
just consider it anyway.
Yeah, that too. But one, my freaking ears hurt. I need to make myself a mask saver, and I keep telling myself that. I'll go to work and I'm like, oh, my ears are hurting.
Mask goes.
Yeah, with the little buttons. Yeah, I keep telling my. Yeah, it's like a little strip. I saw a lot of crochet ones when the pandemic happened, but it's a little crochet strip, and it's got buttons on either end. And so instead of attaching the straps of the mask to your ear and having it pull on your ear and hurt, you attach it to the buttons back there, so it's not pulling on your ear. Okay? Nope. See, I'm pulling up a tab, and I don't even have my second screen. In case anyone couldn't tell, I'm not where I normally am. This is, y'all don't see Colette back there. I'm in my bedroom because I rearranged my bedroom. But so I don't have a second screen.
I thought maybe you just moved and Colette was over there somewhere.
Nope. Ooh, Evie Mux is getting fancy. I opened up a new tab and it pulled it down to the corner.
It did that to me today too, and I was like, I don't know what to do with that.
Ooh, StreamYard could never though. I love Evie Mux. Let me.
Yeah, Evie Mux is earning their money. We give them every month.
Mm-hmm. What am I thinking of?
But while you're pulling that up, your hair looks lovely. Did you do that yourself, or did you have someone else help you?
I did it myself. I decided. Ooh, excuse me. I decided I wanted my hair done for my birthday, and finally the little scoop of hair that I have on my head was long enough for me to be able to attach rubber bands to it.
Are those the
Yes. I still have the hair.
I have some of those, but I don't know what to do with them. I remember because I had them in my hair that one time, and then I took them back out, and I was like, but this hair is still good. I'm not throwing this hair out. I'm going to put it back in.
Mm-hmm.
And use it one more time, but I can't figure out how to do it by myself. I don't want to have to ask Chloe to help me.
You have the kind like this that has the where's my hammer? That's just got a little loop.
Yes.
Well, what I did, which would probably be frustrating and difficult for you, because my hair is so short, I just put my whole head in rubber bands. I didn't, except for this very front row, I did not worry about a part. I said I grabbed a section. There is definitely a few pieces of hair back here that are not in the section, but the back of my head is not my business. But I just grabbed sections that felt like they were roughly even and like I wasn't going to leave a ton of hair out. And I put them all in rubber bands. And then I slicked the hair down with some gel and truly some edge control, because this is like the strongest hold thing that I have. Mm-hmm. My gel is like a very light hold gel, and I was like, no, I need this to stay. So I slicked it down with a little bit of gel, some mousse, and some edge control. And then so like if this is the strand and the rubber bands right here, I took the latch hook, pulled it under, caught the loop, pulled it back, and then pulled the tail end of the hair through the loop. And then what you should be able to do is take your hair and like add it to the twist and kind of twist it around, or like
Mhm.
separate the twist and braid it a little bit, and then
Mhm.
it'll stay tucked in. My hair is so short that no matter what I did, my little pieces of hair were like sticking out. So I had to go back in and put a rubber band. So if we get real close, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. But I
I
had to go in.
I think it looks good.
Let me see if I can find one. How does left hand, right hand, right hand? There we go. But you can see I had to add another rubber band there to hold
Mhm.
my hair in place.
It still looks good. I can't. I can't. Um,
What do I want to do?
I can't do the latch hook on my own head. I thought I could, and I can't do it with any kind of tightness.
Oh, I wasn't
So,
doing like it wasn't tight or anything. Why did it? Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out new EV months. But I think if you do your hair like you've got your hair in twists already, if you
mhm,
throw a rubber band on there, like at the top of that twist, the rubber band is what keeps it tight. So you just go under, pull it back out. And it,
mhm,
yeah, it was a little finicky though. Like I could see you, especially if your fingers are numb, I could see you definitely having some trouble, because I, especially like at the back of my head, I could feel where it was, and so I would go under with latch hook and then trying to maneuver with this other hand to catch
mhm,
to catch the yarn, as if I'm doing yarn braids, to catch the hair onto it and then close the hook,
mhm,
because I was trying to use a latch hook as a latch hook is intended, where you open it up, put whatever you're going to put in, and as you pull it out, it closes by itself.
mhm,
But when I did that, that pointy end of the latch hook, where's the latch hook? It's somewhere over there. The pointy of the latch hook was just getting kind of caught in my hair, so I had to like manually close it and
yeah.
then pull it back out. It was a little finicky, but it was like truly the fastest I've ever done my hair though, because I
Okay,
decided.
it's driving me crazy. You've got a piece that's
Yes, it's
hanging
yes, because
that
this
is right
piece,
there.
because it's gonna do that. So I tucked it into
Well,
my headphones.
tuck it over on the other side so it's not sticking out crazy. Yes, tuck it on the other side.
But if I do this, I'm gonna be doing stuff, and it's gonna maybe not. We'll see what it does.
No, I'm saying tuck it
Oh,
behind your
tuck it.
headphones. Tuck it behind your headphones so it's just the way it was sticking out on that side looked weird, but if you do it on this side, it might not be so bad. Oh Lord. Do you not know how to go behind like it's an ear?
it there's a strap there. It's not gonna do
Oh,
anything. Anyway, back to speaking of ears. Let's do this. It's so weird because the screen is so small. But do you see what I mean? Let me go to my screen
Okay,
again.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
where it's
see it.
like a button so it doesn't stick on your ear.
So you're using that, but your ears still hurt?
No, I was saying, I kept telling myself I was gonna make myself one, and then I keep forgetting to make it.
Ugh.
Let me full
Yeah, you
screen
need to
again.
make yourself one.
Yeah, because I want to, for what is it, for safety of everybody else, I want to keep wearing a mask at least until I don't have any congestion left, because once the congestion's gone, because when I looked it up, it says you're contagious for like 7 to 10 days, and so I'm assuming that is until you are asymptomatic.
Mm-hmm.
But this congestion is hanging on and my ears hurt. And now
Mm-hmm.
my scalp hurts because I decided to do all this in one day. Well, 1.5 days. I did most of it one day, but I decided my birthday was Monday. I decided Sunday that I wanted to do my hair, and so I did some Amazon overnight ordering, and so the rubber bands got there. Got there like in the morning by the time I woke up. So I spent the morning doing my hair, and then we had to take my dog to the vet on my
Mm-hmm.
birthday. Fun stuff. And which we're going to circle back to that. So we need to remember that. We'll circle back to the
Mm-hmm.
vet trip. But then I came home, but the hair itself didn't get delivered until like 5:30 or 6. And I
On
had to,
Monday?
yeah, on Monday. And I had to be at work on Tuesday at 9:45 a.m.
So you didn't really get to have your hair done for your birthday. You were doing
I
your hair on your birthday.
Yeah, I was doing my hair on my birthday. It's my gift to me is having my hair done, not having it done on my birthday, but having it done. But so I went to work on Tuesday with a bandana on to cover the last little patch at the top of my head that I didn't get done. But I think it looked pretty good. Oh, also I wore the let me pull up photos again. I wore the last cough drop. I have one. Do you want me to give you one?
It's not even a good one. It's a candy one.
The candy ones are the good ones to me.
But I mean, there's no like.
Oh my goodness! Look at this flashback.
There's no menthol or anything in it to like try to do something to your throat. It's purely to just stimulate your saliva so that you can kind of coat your throat, but it's not doing anything else. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing those flashbacks.
I was trying to pull it up, but it was causing trouble, so I'm not going to try to put it up on the stream. But look at that photo, such a flashback. Sorry, audience, you'll never see. But I wore the outfit that you guys got me for my birthday yesterday.
Oh, that looks nice.
Doesn't it? It fit really well. It's very comfy. It's less like, because I wanted it for like an extra outfit to go to the gym in, because I don't really have gym clothes. So I wanted it as an extra outfit to go to the gym in, but it's definitely more like a loungewear kind of set. I'm still probably gonna wear it to the gym anyway, because I can do whatever I want. But I
mean, what kind of?
It's definitely more like a loungewear set.
What kind of fabric is it?
It's it's in my closet.
I'm seriously thinking about getting myself one.
I think you would like it. It's comfy. It is thin. Like I wore it yesterday because I was like, oh, it's warming up a little bit. I could just wear this and not wear, I didn't wear any leggings underneath, which I normally wear like leggings underneath. I didn't wear any leggings underneath. I didn't wear a long sleeve underneath that top. So I was a little chilly, honestly, but it's like on the thinner side.
I didn't realize it was a zippered jacket. For some
reason, either.
I looked at it, I thought it was a pullover top.
It's big same. I also thought, now I want to go back and look at that Amazon listing, because I swear I thought it was a pullover top as well. But yeah, it was comfortable.
Okay.
I would recommend you get one if you want one. If you like the look of it, because it's comfortable. I'm going back to look at the Amazon listing right now. But
so how other than taking your dog to the vet, how was your birthday?
It was pretty good. I hung out. We played D&D. I didn't really celebrate on Monday because we're going to a friend's house this weekend to celebrate a couple joint February birthdays. So
you have a celebration coming up. Cool.
Yes. Cool. But on the subject of taking my dog to the vet, so she this is aside from all of her like tumor stuff that we're trying to deal with, that we're still trying to save up money for that surgery. But she has an ear infection. She has recurring ear infections. We're working on trying out different foods for her to figure out what is causing the excess yeast and stuff that's causing the ear infections. But in the meantime, she has another ear infection. So we had to take her to the vet, and tell me why. So we get there, and I have explained this multiple times before. My dog is barky. My dog is reactive. She is loud. She is jumpy. I know this. I prepare for this. So we go into the vet, and the vet tech, like the assistant or whoever, comes in to like get all the information, like the nurse does. And the vet nurse came in to get the information that nurses do. And so I'm standing there like feeding her treats while we're answering the questions so that my dog isn't barking. I'm like slowly feeding her treats so that she doesn't bark the whole time. And she gets her information, and then she's like, okay, we're gonna get a swab of her ear. And they're like, what do you normally do? And I'm like, normally we put a muzzle on her and cover her eyes with a cloth, and that usually works out well. That should be perfect for you to get an ear swab. And she leaves. Wayne hears them discussing outside, like, oh, is that her? And then we don't hear anything else. And then the vet tech comes back inside, and she's like, we were wondering, do you think it would be easier for her if you go ahead and get a swab of her ear? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I can do that. Whatever's faster, because I know that if I say no, it's going to be another 10 minutes of her walking outside, waiting for the doctor to be available, tell somebody, and then we got to wait for the doctor to get it. Like, doctors take forever to enter the room. I don't know why it takes forever for them to get into the room. I mean, they're busy, obviously. But anyway.
Same thing with human doctors.
Exactly. So I'm like, yeah, I can probably do that. So she hands me the really long, kind of like the Q-tips that they used to swab your nose for COVID. Really long Q-tip. and I like palm the Q-tip, so it's just the head of the Q-tip in my hand, and I go like I'm petting her ear and swab both of her ears, and they check. She does have an ear infection, as we knew, because we knew she's had ear infections before. We knew what to look for, and so they prescribe us the medicine. Tell me why I did half your job and still have to pay $150. I swabbed her ear. I did half your job, and I'm still paying $150.
That's a lot. That's a
Oh
lot.
my god. Because the visit itself, because when we called to set the appointment, I was like, how much will this visit cost? Just the visit, not the medicine. And like, oh, the visit's gonna be about $88. I did half your job. The doctor was in the room for 10 minutes. We were there for like 45 minutes.
That is more than $88.
Well, we had to pay for the medicine too, which I understand, but I'm still like,
yeah, it's annoying.
That's never again. I would be like, no, this is your job. You put a muzzle on her and swipe her ears. Like what?
But she was calm enough when you did it.
Yeah, because I play with her all the time. I'll like play with her and like rub her ears, and like especially because she's got that ear infection right now, her ear is really like itchy and irritated. So I'll like massage her ear to kind of alleviate some of that because she really likes it. And that's also how I put in like, because we have ear wipes and stuff to kind of get rid of some of the extra gunk, and so I'll do that with the ear wipes as I go pretend like I'm scratching her ear, and I'll like I'll sneak a little wipe in there and wipe her ear in, because most dogs don't really, well, some dogs are okay with it, but a lot of dogs are not okay with you touching their ears, and so I tried to make sure that she got used to me touching her ears a lot. But yeah, she was okay with it. She, I don't think, realized what was going on, and she got hella treats that day. But I'm still just like, y'all should have given me some kind of discount, considering you did not swipe for ears. Like, I know that, yes, that is my dog, and my dog is reactive, and I need to be prepared for that. But also, you're a vet. This is your job. You should also be prepared for that.
So how is the new job?
It's doing really good. We are, I'm still in training, which I'm okay with. That was one of my biggest complaints with my last job, was not nearly enough training. So I'm still in training. We're doing, it's a lot of heavy duty training, because one, we're going over every single item that we carry in the stores. So they're like, these are these items, these are these items, these are good for these kinds of dogs, these are good for these kind of cats, you don't want to give a cat this, or like, oh, we really only carry this because people really, really have been asking about it, and we'd rather them buy it here than buy it at another place where they would buy other bad stuff. Because it's a very like, it's a small business, but like boutique dog food store. So all of the brands that we carry in, or all like 99% of the brands that we carry in the store, all the food brands at least, are like independently owned. Several of them are women owned, and like they hide standards and all that stuff. So we're going over all of the stuff, and then the owner went to school for pet nutrition. So so we are getting a lot of information on, this is the biologically appropriate diet for a dog. This is the biologically appropriate diet for a cat, and talking about all of that stuff. So we're getting like, I'm essentially taking like a mini college course right now. Yeah. So getting
getting paid.
Yes. Yeah. $19 an hour. I just got my first paycheck last week, and I get paid tomorrow.
Yay. Good. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying your job. And we don't have anything on markets for a while, right?
No, I'm going to Weaverville today for just to be the market assistant. But I'm not selling any markets. I did crochet some stuff where I'm not going to fully pivot because I want to tell you one more thing. But I did crochet some stuff, but I'm so mad because I crocheted like 4 things and I cannot find them. They're somewhere in my house because I rearranged my house and I cannot find them. And I'm so mad.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying because, I still have 2, not 1, but 2 full sets of Tunisian crochet hoops.
Yeah, that have vanished in your house.
Which is annoying.
I'm
But,
trying to find
but I mean, it's understandable how stuff gets lost in here because we do have a good bit of clutter. So
we
I
do too.
understand.
And
I
I have
understand that.
piles of yarn kind of everywhere, but I thought that I had set them somewhere. Well, I did, and originally set them somewhere where I would be able to find them, and then I rearranged my house, and so I could not find them
Mhm.
anymore.
And currently, I cannot find any of my night shirts, and so right now, I'm sleeping in my itchy winter night shirt.
Ooh.
It's got a cute polar bear in a scarf on it, but the applique or the iron
Oh,
on
it's
or
like peeling
whatever.
off.
Yeah, it's one of those old fashioned kind of iron ons where it's like a hard plastic almost, and so
Mm.
it's starting to peel off, and so it's like when I
When you
have
rub
my
your arm
arms
across, it's
across
like
here,
itchy.
it's very scratchy.
Question: You
Yes,
bought that purple set off of my Amazon wish list, right?
I did.
I am looking through my wish list. I'm checking through the purchased, unpurchased. I filtered it to all items. It has vanished. It has
So they actually
vanished.
took it off your wish list.
They did, but you're not. It's not supposed to fully take it off. It's supposed to put it under the purchased ones. Also, speaking of which, Amazon is
See,
out here.
they don't take anything off of my wish list.
I don't know why it took it off. It.
I had to go delete stuff off my wish list myself. The closest they got to taking it off was all the stuff that you guys bought me for Christmas and my birthday got moved to the bottom of the wish list. But it's not under a thing that says purchased or anything. It's just down to the bottom.
Okay, let me check the bottom then. I'm gonna turn my camera off. I've got to plug my laptop up. Luckily, the plug is right here.
Why
So
don't you plug your laptop up before you start, ma'am?
because every week I have faith that my battery will survive.
But that is false faith at
There
this
we go.
point.
Luckily, I had the plug right here. It is, but I still choose to believe in my friends. My friends being my laptop. I guess I'm never gonna find that that outfit. I was trying to see, was it? Because I swear that it did look like a pullover. It's just not in my list anymore. It's fully gone. But speaking of Amazon, so the reason I was rearranging my house this weekend, Isaac also bought me a Christmas gift off of my wish list. Isaac bought me a bed frame that was sitting on my wish list because
I couldn't remember. I had asked you about the bed frames because Isaac had a bed frame on his wish list too, and I said, and I was telling your father, well, for Christmas, let's just get them both the bed frames as their big gift, and room service, and your father was like, well, no. Isaac has a bed frame because I helped him move into his apartment and helped him put together the bed frame. I know he has a bed frame. And I called Isaac and Isaac's like, yeah, I have a bed frame. I don't need that bed frame that's on the wish list. And I could have sworn I called you and asked you the same thing. But
you asked me about it.
But then I couldn't remember if I'd asked you when it came around to your birthday. So I was like, oh, I guess she already has a bed frame. And so I saw, because it shows us the dates that you put stuff on the wish list. And I saw that the sweatsuit was new on the wish list. So I said, well, I'll just get that because.
Yeah, so you did call it ass, but I guess you forgot. But so Isaac got me a bed frame for my birthday because previously we were sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
Oh yeah, it is a zipper.
Is it? Oh, you finally found it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't look at the full picture of it when I looked at like the little thumbnail, and in the little thumbnail it looks like it's a pullover with just like hanging little straps here.
I looked at the full thing and I thought in my head still was remembering it being a pullover.
Is it a hoodie though?
Does it have a hood? Does it? Oh, it's all the way in the back of my closet right now. I don't remember because I don't wear hoods. I think it is a hoodie though.
Oh, okay.
But it was comfortable. But you know what it doesn't have? Pockets on the jacket. The pants have pockets. The jacket does not, which is a pet peeve.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's still a comfortable outfit, but I keep wanting to put my hands in the pocket right there. But anyway, circling back. So Isaac got me the bed frame. And then Isaac got me the bed frame because Amazon is not super clear about things that have been ordered and haven't been ordered, Wayne also got me a bed frame.
Oh
So they
no.
both got the same bed frame. Yes.
Oh no. What are you gonna do with that bed frame?
We're
Did
just
you
gonna
ever send
return.
it back?
We're gonna return the one that we got because the one that we got came second. That Wayne got with our money came second. But Wayne also got a mattress because he was planning to get the bed frame and the mattress, and so we are going to get our money back for that bed frame. But we now have a new bed frame and new mattress, and it's very comfortable. But I
Oh,
rearranged.
lovely.
That's part of why I'm in here today is because I rearranged like half the house. I put the bed frame together by myself because I'm a woman in STEM. I put the bed frame together by myself, even though it was definitely a two-person job. And I'm sure my downstairs neighbors are like, "What was going on that day?" Because it was like it was a lot of like silence and then, doom, fuck, doom, shit. So I'm sure they're probably wondering what was going on. But I moved our bed from one side of the bedroom to the other side of the bedroom, and
Mhm.
then I pulled the desk that you're currently on was in a room that was in a corner of my office, but that corner was not really easily accessible. Like I originally set it up in there so that I could sit over in that corner with my sewing machine, but it just was not easily accessible. It was like just a little too narrow for me to really easily get in there with a chair.
Mhm.
So I just moved that whole so it was being used as kind of storage anyway. So I just moved that whole desk in here. So this desk is essentially now my bedside table. It's like a little bit wider than the dresser that you have as your bedside table.
Mhm.
So I have like a full table in here, and that's where I'm doing my makeup stuff now. But I rearranged this. I rearranged a few
So
things in the
you're
office.
using it as a vanity.
Essentially,
That's cool.
essentially. But in all of that moving stuff around, I lost my crochet pieces that I made, and I'm mad.
Ugh, that's annoying. That's annoying. The one I mean I understand losing the I understand losing the first set of crochet hooks because I hadn't used them in a while, so I can't remember where I tucked them away. The second set makes absolutely no sense because I bought those and I had them in a bag in this room because they were so stinky. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
because those were the ones that had
Yes.
that weird plastic smell
Like
on
burnt.
them.
Yeah.
And I had set them outside for a while, and I had done some different things. So they were in a bag, and I was actively trying to get the stink off of them. I don't know where.
And just gone.
I don't know where I would have put them, but anyway, they're around here somewhere. Are we ready to move on to Yarny Crafty Thoughts?
Yes. I just don't have much to show.
I don't have much to show either.
Anything to show?
But as slash, this is half life update, half Yarny Crafty Thoughts. Part of the reason I don't have much to show is that my during the 2 weeks that we did not do the stream, my shoulder has decided to act the fool.
Oh no.
I mean, I have pain sometimes here,
Mm-hmm.
but I was at my whole arm. I've got pain here. I've got pain here. I had weird pain in my elbow. I had just all of this pain. And now I'm starting to have pain here, which I never have pain here. And this is making it difficult because now which side can I lay on? Because I'm a side sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
And so trying to lay on this side for a little while, it makes this shoulder hurt. And then lay on this side and then this shoulder hurt. Uncomfortable. I've been using some lidocaine that helps a little bit, but it doesn't last. Mm-hmm. I have lidocaine in like a roller thing. Because I originally bought it trying to help with this burning that I have on my leg. But lidocaine helps a little bit, but so I read online that if you get the lidocaine in a patch, then it would last longer because it is like time release over the 8 hours. But I accidentally bought the other kind of patch. Instead of the lidocaine, I bought the basically the Bengay kind of patch that has the menthol,
like icy hot or whatever.
Yeah. As soon as I said Bengay, I said Bengay is an old reference. I should have said icy hot. That's what the young folk use.
You should have. Out here dating yourself.
But I got that, and I used it on my arm. I put it on one patch just to see if it was, because remember that last time I tried icy hot on my shoulder, it burned so much that I had to
Mhm.
go in there and wash my shoulder and wash it off because it was burning so much. And I'd never had that reaction to icy hot before. So I said, let me just try one patch. I'm not going to go all up my arm and then have it burning. And it
Yeah.
helped, but I couldn't even feel it. You know how you rub the icy hot on and you can feel it? You can
Mhm.
feel it cooling off or getting hot or doing.
Yeah.
I couldn't feel it at all. It didn't feel like it was doing anything, but boy, did it smell.
Ugh.
I had it on right here on my arm, and it was cut. The fumes were
Ooh.
coming up out of that patch so much my eyes were watering.
Because
And
icy
so
hot has like eucalyptus and stuff in it, doesn't it?
yeah,
Like
it's got
mixed.
these patches that I have blank of wintergreen. Is it not oil of wintergreen? Essence of wintergreen? It's something of wintergreen,
Mhm.
which is which is a cousin to aspirin.
Mhm.
And so it has that in it, and it has menthol, and it has another thing. And
Yeah, because those patches always smell like eucalyptus to me, like Vicks Vapor Rub, and I
and
hate
it
it.
was. I mean, I use icy hot, and I can smell it, but I've not had the fumes come up so much that I was
Your
like,
eyes are watering.
it's all up in my eyes, and it went away after, but it took about an hour
Ooh.
that it was. So last night I was considering putting some patches on because it did help.
Mhm.
Because this part right here in particular, this part of the muscle right here, when I go to pick up something,
Mhm.
that's where it hurts. And right now it doesn't hurt when I pick up stuff. So I know that it helped right there.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and do it in the other parts where it's hurting. But I'm trying to think what's the best time of day to do it, because I want to get my full 8 hours out of it. But I don't think I can sleep with that
Yeah.
all up near my face. But I'm probably gonna put some on after we get done here
Yeah.
because I am awake. But last night I just put lidocaine, and that helps some. But again, it
It,
doesn't last as long as. So I need to get the lidocaine patches. But I already spent $10 for this box of the others, so I'm gonna use these up first. What?
you and your $10. Just spend $10 and get the better patches. $10.
But so all that is to say, I did not get much crocheting or knitting or anything done, which makes me mad because right now I'm in the headspace of I want to make things, and my
Mhm.
body is saying hell no.
Mhm.
And I'm going to Aunt Terry's next week. We're having a long weekend because the granddaughter of
Mhm.
one of our gal crew. I'm just gonna call us the gal crew
The
from now
gal
on
crew.
because it's
You let's workshop this. Let's bring this back to the work table. The
okay.
gal crew.
But whatever. But it's me. Usually, it's me and Terry and her neighbor Kim, and we're
Mhm.
the three who kind of we get to, when I go over there for the weekend. We get together, and what are you doing?
I'm saying thank you to Ari. You said nice hair. Thank you.
Oh, we get together and we play games, and we like usually pool together because she's just like right across the street. So we
Mhm.
like pool together to have our meals or whatever while I'm over there for the weekend. Like maybe Kim will cook part of it and then Terry will cook the other part or whatever. And
Mhm.
I'll bring something over. Usually I bring a game or something because I ain't cooking.
Hmm.
But or well, one time I brought a recipe and brought the ingredients, but they helped me cook because I can't stand in the kitchen very long. But anyway, her granddaughter is in high school, and
Mhm.
I think she's a senior, and she is in a production of Legally Blonde the musical.
Mm.
So we're going to, and I saw her in another production, a little one of those. I guess you would call it a review, where the drama club has like 4 or 5 short skits that they do during the night,
Mhm.
and she did a really good job. So she does a good job. so it's not going to be a torture to go see her. Uh, I don't have to pretend to be nice, you know. I don't have to pretend to be complimentary because she is actually somewhat talented.
That makes me think there was an episode of Make Some Noise on Dimension 20 just came out, and one of the prompts for the three of them was nobody wants to say how they felt about the play. And they're all three sitting there like, they made some bold choices. Yeah. Bold choices that they made. Like, oh yeah, and the way that she portrayed that character was interesting. It was very interesting.
But I've seen Legally Blonde, the movie. I've not seen the musical.
Same.
Although I have another production of the musical saved on from another high school saved on my YouTube, so I'm thinking I might watch it before I go because I enjoy a musical if I at least know some of the songs before I go. So, so we're making it a long weekend because your father was like, "Why don't you go Thursday instead of Friday and just make it a long weekend?" And I'm like, "Are you trying to get rid of me?" And because I mistook him at first, and I said because we were supposed to go this weekend, and then she sent me a note saying, "Oh no, the play is. I just found out that the play is next weekend. So do you want to move your visit to next weekend?" And I said, "Yeah, that's great, and we'll go see her in the play." So move the visit to next weekend. And then I told your father that, and your father was like, "Well, why don't you just go on Thursday and then have a long visit?" I'm like, "Are you trying to get rid of me for a whole week?" He said, "Well, that's not what I meant, but you can stay over there for a whole week if you want to." I'm like, "So you really are trying to get rid of me?"
You're going to leave and come back, and he's redone the whole house. All the walls are painted different colors. He's moved everything around. 3 of the rooms are now his closet.
I'm like, good Lord, you trying to get rid of me? But yeah,
so
I'm sorry. All of that is to say, since we are in Yarny Crafty Thoughts, I'm trying to finish Terry's sister Kelly's slippers before I go. And I was, when we were here 3 weeks ago, I was going gangbusters, and then my shoulder started messing up. Which I think, honestly, I hate to say this out loud, but I think playing the video games is what did this to my shoulder.
You think so? What were you playing?
Oh, I mean, not anything fun, but the mobile games that I like to play, there's a lot of repetitive, like I play Speed Solitaire, so it's like,
use your more wrist and less shoulder.
And so I think that's what has messed up my arm.
You should get one of those
which I hate to say that because I don't want to stop playing my games, but
you should get one of those the pillows that they have for pregnancy that like go around, but you can sit it in the front and like rest your laptop.
I used to have one of those when I was nursing babies.
I've been thinking about getting one for crocheting because I've been seeing people posting that like if you're sitting crocheting in bed, having the pillow there and you can prop up and crochet better because your arms are like propped up comfortably. I've been thinking about getting one.
I have a lot of pillows in my bed. Maybe I'll try that with the pillows I already have in my bed. See how that
like one under one arm, one under that arm, and then one in the middle.
So I'm only this far on the slipper. I'm not on the second slipper yet.
Looking good though.
Yeah, I like it. I'm happy with it. This is
what it will look like.
So this is going to fold down.
Okay, so it's got like a little cuff.
Yeah, so that's the cuff.
I like the white cuff.
It's the same slipper that I made for Terry, except I'm doing the two-tone instead of...
The two-tone makes the cuff more obvious because I fully did not remember that the other one had a cuff, but having the white cuff.
And the design,
you can see it better,
you can see the lace on the cuff. I think that was another thing that that's making this more pleasant to work with. That and the mainstays. I do kind of like mainstays a little skosh better than Red Heart, especially if I have to hold two together. But The mainstay just doesn't come in a lot of colors. But if you're doing black and white, you're golden.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is that's what made the other one not as fun to work on, because it's
You
like I
couldn't
can
see
feel
any of
I'm
it.
doing all this work to do the cuff,
And it feels like you can't really see it.
and it felt like you couldn't really see it. I mean, she was very happy with her slippers, but I felt like I couldn't really see the cuff, and it's like, why am I going to all this trouble? I could have just done the plain version, because the woman who made this pattern is kind of like with the 6-Day Star Blanket. The designer of this, the pattern is called Better Dorm Boots, and she's got several different versions. I'm doing the Better Dorm Boots Deluxe, but she's got several of them that are called Better Dorm Boots and something at the end of it, right? And I could have just done the original plain Better Dorm Boots. God bless you.
Ugh.
For Terry, because the cuff doesn't even show on Terry's boots.
Yeah, and it probably would have been faster.
Yeah, but once
Oh
I
my
get
gosh.
this, I don't think I will do this pattern for a while. I like the pattern; it's not a bad pattern, but I'm already kind of bored of it. But
Seeing you make it makes me want to make at least one pair just to see.
Oh, it's a very easy pattern. It's not troublesome at all. It's just.
Ooh, I wonder. So my YouTube feed has, first of all, I don't know what happened with my homepage. My homepage got all messed up the other day, and it was nothing but like news, like current events news. I don't want that. And then like influencer drama videos where people are like reviewing influencer drama, and I'm like, oh no, I do love some of these, but I don't want my whole page to be this. But,
yeah, sometimes I get those on my recommended, and it's like, I don't know who any of these people are, so this drama means nothing to me. I don't even have a passing,
yep.
You know, like if you told me something about, say, PewDiePie. I know I'm reaching back old, but PewDiePie. I never
know
really
who he
watched
is.
PewDiePie, but I know who he is. So that's kind of,
Yeah.
But some of these people I have never heard of in my life.
Wild. But one of the things that did start coming out, because I was just trying to search anything to get rid of all the stuff that was on my homepage, but I've been getting a lot of videos recently about nooking, and I'm like, nooking. Are you also getting the nooking videos?
You got my algorithm?
Are you also getting the nooking videos?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been getting, maybe the algorithm is just pushing nooking. But yes, I've been getting nooking videos, and so now I'm like, I only watch.
Did you not look at the Google Keep?
No, I haven't looked at the Google Keep at all.
I put nooking on the list.
Oh, I didn't put anything on the Google Keep, so I didn't look at it.
You don't have to look. I'm just saying I put nooking on the list. That was the next thing. That was the next thing I was going to mention.
Oh, well, before we get to that then, but yes, my algorithm is full of nooking. But I found one of the things that I made. So this is the only thing that I could find. The other two things that I made, I can tell you what I made. But I made a little, what's it called? It's
yeah.
I made a little corner bookmark. It's huge though.
Yeah, like, I didn't expect. I thought the corner bookmarks were supposed to be smaller than that.
Yeah, because I found one that was a pattern with. Let me not lose my page in my book that I still have not finished but need to get to you. But I thought that it was going to be smaller and that you could. I'm assuming like you just put it over several pages, but it feels like it doesn't work as well as I wanted it to. I think I should have just tried a different yarn. But
yeah, that looks like it should have been done like in fingering weight.
But who wants to work with fingering weight? But I did this one specifically because there was a pattern for making it with 2 corner-to-corner triangles, and I was like, that sounds so easy. So I made it. It didn't work out very well, which is why I haven't weaved in the ends. Also hate weaving in the ends. The other 2 things that I made was because I was like, let me just grab some yarn, put it in my bag, and I'll make something. Because I'm like, I'm trying to get back into making things so I can start building up an inventory. in case I get any events coming up. And I still need to finish that other gift that I was making for Wayne that I never finished. I'm gonna turn it into a birthday present. But so I had a leftover skein of Red Heart Super Saver Favorite Stripe. I made a beret out of it. It was very cute. It was a very like large size beret, but it was very cute. And then I made with that same yarn. I made the same yarn that I made the bookmark out of because it was another just like I have bags and bags and bags of yarn that has either been gifted to me or I bought something and then didn't need all of it for the project that I was working on. So I have so much yarn. So I just grabbed a random scrap and made another beret out of the darker like heather yarn that I just had in my hand. And then I also made a handful of like little butterflies, like the little butterfly keychains I used to make because I had a little bit of yarn left but wasn't sure how far it would go. So I made some butterflies. So I made several things. Just the two big things I made are not here.
I want to say it out loud, even though I haven't worked on this yet, but I want to say it out loud because these are two things I want to try to get done before we get on stream next week. The one is the slipper, which that slipper, I'm only like 2 rows away from being done with that slipper, and then I just have to seam it up. And then it's time for the other slipper. So really, I need to knit a whole other slipper between now and next Wednesday. But I also want to finish this.
Why do I not remember what that is? What is that? Is that shawl?
This, right now, all it looks like is a big old rectangle. But this is the...
Oh, were you making another like bolero?
Yeah, the sleeve, basically sleeves, because it's not even because to me a bolero
it has
comes
the open
down front like this, and this is just the sleeves that are gonna go. Because I want to wear
a super cropped long sleeve. You gonna make it? You gonna make it? Not the roll of toilet paper. We're a mess. I think we're a mess. I don't know that we're gonna survive cold, guys. We had 4 viewers and then it dropped back down to 1 because of the coughing. We're coughing away the viewers.
But the remember I was making these sleeves to wear with the leopard print dress.
Yes, I remember. We need to buy you some more cough drops.
I feel like the leopard print dress would be good for going to see Legally Blonde.
Oh yes, that would be very cute.
So, yes, you are our loyalist, Ari. So I want to try to finish this. I'm not very far from being done. It's just I can't. I'm hoping that I saved the stitch pattern because I honestly don't remember how I did this. I mean, I could, if I technically, I could probably.
You could probably figure it out. Just from here, that looks like rows of a full row of double crochet on the top, double, maybe half double crochet, and then underneath it looks like triple crochet and then chain, skip 1, triple crochet, chain, skip 1.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, but I'm pretty sure I have a whole playlist of
patterns.
A playlist on YouTube called Needlework Tutorials. So I'm hoping that I saved the video in there so I can remember how to do it. Because I really, and after this is what I'm saying it out loud, so hopefully it'll come true. But after this one and this one, the very next thing that I want to work on is finishing that 6-day star blanket because it's sitting next to my bed.
I thought you were going to say something wild, so we're good.
Something wild like what?
Like the Avatar blanket. I really thought you were going to
No, the Avatar blanket's coming after the 6-day star blanket. That's the goal. The goal was to finish the 6-day star blanket, and then the Avatar blankets are coming next.
Okay.
Although the wild thing is that my brain is going, maybe I should knit the avatar blankets instead of crochet them. Never mind that I have gotten a good bit of the way doing single crochet on one of those squares.
You can't just keep changing.
I know.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should nook the avatar blanket. Maybe you should
honestly, I was thinking that too.
Maybe you should nook it.
I was thinking that too.
I want to get one of those nooking crochet hooks. Mm-hmm. It makes it look so easy because there are some patterns that I'm like, or something.
For those who don't know what nooking is, would you like to explain it or should I?
Nooking is like that. Nooking is a way to create knit looking cloth with a crochet hook. So you'll have.
And it is not the same as Tunisian because a lot of people.
It's not.
I see a lot of people go in the comments on those nooking videos and say, oh, this is just Tunisian. And it's like, no, it's not done the same way.
Yeah, the stitches are done in a different way. So this is a crochet hook. You can see, it is. Look at how worn down the color. Can you see how worn down the color is from my hand?
Yes.
So this
Mine never get that way. I don't know what you do.
I tear them up. All of them. I tear them up. So this is a crochet hook. You see hook and then nothing. A Tunisian crochet hook would be this and then very, very long and possibly another hook at the end for certain activities, for certain stitches. There we go. A nooking crochet hook is similar to this, but on the end it will have.
Up means I should try.
I don't think I'm breaking up. Am I breaking up? Am I breaking up or are you breaking up because you're trying to do things on your computer? Am I breaking up? Are you breaking up?
I broke it.
Or did you try to pull up a video on the computer?
I did. How can we tell?
Tell what?
Tell Evie Mux that we don't want this picture-in-picture stuff.
I like the picture-in-picture, but if you don't like the picture-in-picture, let me go to another tab and see. Just close it. Just press the X and close it. It'll probably still pop up.
I do press the X, but then it comes back this time.
If you go back to the Evie Mux page.
The first time it came up.
There's probably a setting somewhere. I'm going to fix where the pictures are. There we go. So that, if you look at like that third one from the left, that's a very clear shot of that would be a nooking hook. So you see it's got the crochet hook on one end and on the other end, it looks like the eye of a needle. Because what you will do for at least the basic stitches that I have seen is you will thread a piece of like placeholder yarn, a fairly long piece of placeholder yarn through that needle eye place. I saw a couple people like tied it in a knot like onto the hook so it doesn't slip off, but you will go through and do the stitches and then that placeholder yarn acts as the other needle holding the yarn, and then you'll turn back around and then you'll use your hook to go back over it. So that the loop on the end is to hold a placeholder yarn, so that, because with crochet, once you do a stitch, that stitch is done and it just kind of sits onto the piece until you pull up another stitch. So you only have one working stitch on the hook at all times, really. But with knitting, all of your stitches that you're working with, that you're going to be actively working with for the next row, are live stitches. So they stay on the needle open. And if you pull that needle out, there's a chance that they could fall and start unraveling the whole piece. Whereas with crochet,
this woman is making a rug.
That looks wild. I want to do it. How does one do it?
That does look wild.
But anyway, so yes, that is nooking. And I want to nook some things because there have been there have been some things that I want to make with like a knit fabric.
It's called lock.
Ma'am, you trying to share the screen is making you sound so crunchy. Spectrum does not want you to share the screen.
No, yeah, I just need to stop.
Let's do this. Let's put us back. But yeah, so there have been some pieces that I'm like, oh, I would love to have this as a knit piece so I can maybe do double knitting over it to put like some designs and stuff. But I knit so slow. Knitting is so slow.
And the difference, one of the differences, because people who say that this is the same as Tunisian, but one of the differences is that the front of a Tunisian, if you do Tunisian basic stitch or Tunisian simple stitch is what I think they call it, the front may kind of look like knitting, but the back does not look like purling at all. It looks, because I did a whole blanket in Tunisian stitch. It does not look like purling at all on the back of it. Whereas this nooking, it looks like knits and purls. Mm-hmm. You're just doing it with the hook instead of, and I just watched the video with 2 different ways to do the stitches, which are both totally different from the way you do Tunisian. But I get what you're saying, that you feel like your knitting is slow and you feel like you'd be faster doing it.
Yeah.
With nooking. The reason I'm interested in nooking is because I like making socks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me phrase it. I like the idea that I made a sock.
That's very different. That's very different.
You know how I am. There's a lot of things that
having said that you made a thing, but the process of making it does not necessarily spark joy.
Is exactly. The process of making the thing is not always fun for me, but I like to be able to say I made a thing. Mm-hmm. And socks in particular, as I am making the sock and seeing it turn into a sock shape, is pleasurable for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to fiddle with double pointed needles.
Me either. Anymore. Me either. That is, I have not made a single sock in my entire life.
I'm glad that I know how to use double pointed needles, and maybe one day there will be a project that comes along that convinces me that I'm going to do that again. Mm-hmm. And I have double pointed needles, but I really don't want to do like all of my hats. I do them on circulars. I don't do double pointed needles. And nooking, I saw somebody make on YouTube. I saw somebody make socks with a nooking hook.
So can you essentially just translate almost any knitting pattern to a nooking pattern?
That's what this lady did. Because unlike crochet, where crochet has lots of different stitches, where you either need to loop it once or loop it twice or go in the back or do this or do that. Knitting is pretty much you knit or you purl. And to get a different look on the thing is a combination of where you knit and where you purl. Mm-hmm. And occasionally, that if you're making lace, there's some yarn over. Mm-hmm. But it really is all knit and purl. So I'm pretty sure that you could take as I said in the video I watched, this woman took a standard knitting pattern mm-hmm. and used the nook, because she knows how to do the knit stitch and the purl stitch in the nook stitches. And my only thing is that, because I was looking for sets of nooks, and all I've seen were these 3 sets of the 2.5 millimeter, the 4 millimeter, and the 6 millimeter. There's not, those are the only 3 sizes I keep seeing, and I want to use sock yarn. I don't want
so you want like a
worsted weight socks. I want regular socks,
which would be like a 4 millimeter or 3.5 millimeter.
No, I'm hoping that 2.5 millimeter. Because it's been a while since I knit socks, so I can't. I think a 2.5 millimeter is the same as a US 1, and that's what I knit socks on, is a US 1.
Do I even have a 2.5 millimeter?
So they're tiny.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Yeah, the 2.5 millimeter is going to be on the side of that case that you don't ever use.
Yep. Oh, wait. I don't have a 2. 5. I've got, what are you? I've got a 2.25. That is so small.
So yeah, so I think the Nook, the 2.5 Nook, I could use for socks with my sock yarn because I have a small bag. I don't have a big collection of sock yarn because again, I don't have one of these big stashes. I have a stashette.
2.75.
And I've toyed with the idea of just flat out crocheting like single crochet socks. But I just feel like it's going to have bumps that I don't like the feel of.
Yeah, knitting does produce a very flat fabric.
I like the nice flat fabric of stockinette stitch for a sock. So, are you okay?
That cough hurt my chest.
Oh no.
I'm dying.
We don't want no pneumothorax up in here.
What?
Pneumothorax. You forget that your mother knows medical terminology.
I'm so sorry. I lied earlier. I'm not actually a woman in STEM. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pneumothorax, collapsed lung.
Oh God, no. My lungs are healthy and uncollapsed.
Thank you, but it can happen if you cough too hard.
Now I feel like I need to cough like a baby.
Well, basically, I was watching because I started following another doctor on TikTok, and he was talking about go ahead and get that flu shot so that you don't end up with the flu and coughing so much that you end up with a pneumothorax.
Ooh.
One of his catchphrases is, "You don't want to be making an appointment with Jesus."
Ooh. Wild.
Okay, so yes, I'm interested in looking for socks. So, but my thing is, I have already set that this year is the year of the Afghan. I'm going to finish these Afghans because I don't know if I mentioned this last time we had a stream. Your brother also said when we were joking around when he was here during the storm. Did we do a stream after the storm?
I think we did.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this, but he was here during the storm, and we were talking about whether your father was using my blanket or not. And your brother was saying, I don't know how we got around to it, but basically he was saying that I don't want hand knit wearables. I'm not going to wear them. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to wear them. But I will use blankets all day long if you make me blankets. So he's in a new apartment. He needs blankets. So...
You are getting yourself promised into too many blankets.
I know. But really, my only promise is to the twins. I didn't really promise him a blanket yet, but I want to make him one.
What if I want a blanket? Can I also have a blanket?
But you have a blanket.
I do, but it's falling apart. It's so old.
You have that ugly pink scrap blanket.
It's vintage. It's old.
But I mean that has been for years, for years that has been my fantasy that I'm going to make sure all of my children have at least one or two blankets from me. I wanted a linen closet full of blankets that I made.
You better start working on blankets right now, ma'am. As soon as you're done with these slippers, nothing but blankets.
And it's just not happening. Because I get bored halfway through, or I get, nooking, latch hook, cross stitch, paint by number, you know what I mean?
I mean, at least all of the stuff that you're interested in is kind of within the same realm. Meanwhile, the other day I was looking at how to bleach dye shirts. And how much an electroforming machine would cost.
Well, your father made me promise not to do any of that stuff.
Meanwhile, I made no such promise.
So I want to see if I can bring this up.
Your
Inspirations pattern roundup.
Ooh, okay.
Right quick.
Let's see if it's going to break everything.
Let's see if it's going to break.
While you're doing that, I might see if I can pull my hair up into a ponytail. I tried to pull my hair up into a ponytail yesterday, and you know when your braids are really fresh and that ponytail feels extra spicy and it just hurts. I
Oh
tried to pull my hair up
no,
into a ponytail the other day and it didn't work. Oh my god,
that's a bummer.
look at how cute that is
Okay,
though. That would be
that
so
is
cute
cute.
if I could get it to stay and not hurt.
Well, let's see.
Ouch. Nope, nope, out. I'm gonna leave it. I think if I sleep on it one more day, it'll loosen up enough that my scalp isn't on fire. Oh, do you need me to bring in the thing? Have you pulled it up?
Oh, did I? Oh, did I not bring it in? I'm sorry.
No. There we go. Sharing a screen, add to scene, make us small. There we go. Okay, yarn inspirations. What are you showing us?
I need to figure out. Well, this one I don't even know what this is because it just popped up as I opened my email.
Ooh.
So we can see together what this is.
Under stitches or stitches under. Stitches under moonlight.
Under moonlight. Well, that sweater's cute.
Mm-hmm. It's giving very
Well, that look.
that's giving pilgrim, and I'm so sorry to say it.
Yes, Pilgrim. That's what I was trying to think. I
Those
was
are
thinking,
cute.
oh, Goody. I was thinking, Goody Sanders, can you come over and help me churn some butter?
Exactly. Oh, I wonder
That
if they're
vintage dress is not feeling.
I wonder if they're cashing in on Wuthering Heights coming out right now.
Oh yeah. That sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Because
That
the
sounds right.
Blackwell bloom, that's giving very Wuthering Heights. It's cute
Yes.
though.
But I can't wait. You see how that's gathered at the waist?
It's
My
not going to
butt,
gather like that on plus size people.
my butt's too big. That
Yep.
would just roll right up. I can't wear anything that gathers like that at the
Yep.
waist because it rolls right up.
The only person in my house that could wear a top like that would be Colette.
Scarves.
Cute.
Okay, where is my label over here? I've got a label for, so we don't need this one anymore.
Yeah, I'm
I've
going
got
to
a
take it out.
label.
Let me know when
Well,
you pull
wait
it
a
up.
minute. Yarn news.
I'm just
is
trying
here.
not to
Well,
expose all your
I
emails to the
finally
world.
figured out how to put them to the side.
Mm-hmm.
The scarves.
Oh, hello. There we go. Free scrumptious scarves pattern roundup. Okay.
The scarf roundup. There was a couple in the scarf roundup that I thought I want to show you my color pages before we go. Because my arm was hurting, I ended up doing a lot of coloring. Because
Mm-hmm.
the color.
Ooh. No, Spectrum took her out. No. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Video game. I can tell the video game is what caused this problem. Because as soon as I do it, my arm hurts.
You went out. Spectrum took you out for a second. Spectrum does not like you showing emails.
So let's see. So far, these two I'm not crazy about.
No.
I'm trying to remember which one I liked. There's the ruffle that wasn't in there before. Ooh.
Ew.
I thought it was just a collar. Ooh, as a scarf, that's ugly.
Not my favorite.
The long way round scarf isn't bad.
It makes me think of those like scrap rugs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly. And these are the beginner scarves are basically learning how to do garter and stockinette and different stitches.
The problem with scarves.
I'm trying to remember what it was I saw. Oh, the Riverdale scarf. I like the Riverdale
that is
scarf.
kind of cute. The problem with
I
scarves.
don't know if I would.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't know if I would do it in that color.
No, I would pick a different colorway, but having just a cute little scarf with a letter looks cute. The problem with
And this,
scarves is that every scarf is a scarf unless you take a really big swing, and then there's a chance it's a very ugly scarf. Like every scarf is
yeah,
kind of just a scarf.
yeah. But I like this because the Riverdale scarf reminds me of, you know how people will take a sweater and take the sleeves and tie it around their neck, that preppy
Mm-hmm.
look.
Yeah.
That that's that without having the whole sweater on your back.
Yeah, that is cute.
So it's kind of cute.
Ooh, now that I'm seeing it on a person, mm,
You don't like it?
I don't know. And the letter is so big. I think I thought the whole scarf was smaller. It looks
Yeah.
so big. It's with the letter right there on the very front of the chest. It was giving Team Rocket for a second.
And this patent sweater, I feel like I made something similar to this. I feel like that burgundy sweater scarf that I made for your father that he never wears. I feel like it's very similar to that.
It's possible that it is because, as I have said, every scarf is just a scarf. Ooh,
Yeah.
unless you take big swings like that chevron scarf. That's cute.
Yeah, there's not a lot of ways to make a scarf different.
That's enormous. Why are they so big?
I think this is leftover. I think this pattern may be left over from just like this one, just like the Cozy Wraps scarf. I think both of those are left over from I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago where it was briefly in style on the runways to have like this huge oversized scarf. There's that meme picture of Lenny Kravitz wearing that gigantic scarf.
Yes,
out
we
in
need to
public.
get past the big scarf trend, actually.
But yeah, I don't think I ever saw anybody in real life ever wear that.
No, that's
And
the kind of
these
thing
two,
for, like,
these neckerchiefs.
fashionistas.
What'd you say?
I was saying the giant scarves are the kind of thing for fashionistas.
Yeah. And these are just the Sophie scarf without it being the Sophie scarf.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Sophie scarf?
That's one that had like a controversy recently, didn't it? Or am I misremembering?
I don't know if there was a controversy per se, but there are a lot of people saying
really popular.
why is this so popular when really it's just a rectangular neckerchief. This has been around for years. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what this is. There's some slight differences because the Sophie scarf I think has a more refined edging on it or something. But it's
I would, especially on that crochet one, I would do a crab stitch around the edge of that.
But it's pretty much the Sophie scarf. So if you want something like that, there it is.
The Wednesday scarf is
for free.
Cute.
I think that's...
Wait, it's not a snood. It's not a snood, though. I'm never going to get over that. That show has ruined it. It's just a scarf. It's a hood.
Yes. Because that's what drives me crazy in the needlework community is when they rename things.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think of them as the old name.
Yes.
Because like a snood
it's like a hair covering.
It's like a hair neck covering that you wear on the back of your hair. And then you have the bangs all in the front. Mm-hmm. And then you have your long hair scooped up in the back. And that's a snood.
I've made at least 3 snoods. 3 actual snoods.
Exactly. I wore a snood in your Aunt Terry's when I was a bridesmaid in your Aunt Terry's wedding. Yes, because so I think of the 1940s definition of a snood.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a bolero to me is a shrug. They've been calling those sleeve things a shrug. But those aren't shrugs because a shrug has a bit that comes down and a bolero technically comes down even further to like just at your mid waist.
Mm-hmm.
And a shrug comes around just over your chest area. Those sleeves are just sleeves. There's nothing coming around in the front, but they're calling those shrugs. That's not a shrug.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I agree. You are preaching to the choir.
That just kind of annoys me. But the braid and twist scarf, I think I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And the mosaic scarf, I mean, a scarf is a scarf, but I think I would try that simply because I am interested in trying mosaic crochet, and
Mm-hmm.
that would be a small way to try it and end up
Yeah.
with something usable. Because you know me, I don't like making necessarily making like swatches or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Oof.
only thing with a lot of these scarves, as you can see when they're wearing them, that looks hella stiff.
Yes, and it's enormous still.
And I like a scarf to be squishy, that it can wrap around and everything. And that looks like that's going to be a stiff piece of board that you've got just laying around your neck.
Yeah, that is.
That's the problem with a lot of these, where they're interesting looking, but they're not. So
And
that's
then you
the
see
end
them
of
in
that.
full size. Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to show was
Mm-hmm.
let me see if I still have.
I don't know if we're gonna make it through this stream, guys. This could be the last one.
There's just one crochet blanket that I wanted to show, and I don't think I even need to pull up the whole collection
Mm.
because it's right there in the email. Is that heart blanket is just. Did I knock it out? I'm
You
sorry.
did. I'm waiting for you to pull it back.
I apologize.
My scalp is so sore and itchy.
I'm sorry.
The price I pay for good hair. Okay, what are we looking at?
This heart blanket is tempting me.
Oh, I see
This
the
is
heart.
the kind
now.
of temptation. This is the kind of temptation that I need to avoid because I already have things on my list to make. I mean, this is okay, but let me see if they've got a full size of the heart blanket down here. Those
Aww.
hugging hearts. Are you liking those hugging hearts?
They're kind of cute. They definitely
They
they're
look
very they're very elementary, like elementary school. But they're
Yes.
so cute.
They're elementary school. There it is. See the heart blanket?
I
Over there on the
could
right.
never.
It's
You know what
tempting me though.
You know what I see when I see that blanket? Color change, color change, color change, color change, color change,
I
color change.
know. I know. I keep telling myself that's a ton of color changes. You barely want to do the one color change in the avatar blanket.
Exactly.
But that's the kind of blanket that I want to be able to say I made it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I want to make it.
I don't know that I want to have it.
I want to time travel to the time where I have already made it and can show it off and say that I made it. I don't know that I would necessarily enjoy the making.
I think I'm just not a fan of Valentine's Day themed stuff. Like, I'm not opposed to hearts. I'm not opposed to the color pink. Valentine's themed stuff feels, I think, similar to me for Christmas decorations, like modern Christmas decorations. It feels tacky.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, so that's the end of our yarn news for today.
Goodbye, yarn news.
So we'll show off a couple. I did a lot of coloring. So while I'm showing pictures, you can tell me about anything you've watched. Have you watched anything fun recently?
I have. Let me minimize me so that you can be big. Flip flop that, please. There we go.
Most of these pictures, by the way, are in my best of 2024.
Best of 2024.
that you got me for Christmas. I was watching. I only follow one coloring person on social media, and she was saying something about, which is a common thing they say about hobbies in general, which is, you know, coloring and coloring books and collecting coloring books are
Are
two
two
separate
different
hobbies.
hobbies.
Just
Yeah.
like they say about knitting. Knitting or crocheting and buying yarn are two different hobbies.
Yes.
And I what's the word I want to say? Oh, but she was saying that she has 80 different coloring books and 60
Jesus.
and 65 of them, because she has enough coloring books that she keeps this like a spreadsheet or a table or whatever of them.
Wild.
And she has only colored, she says 60, I think she said like 65 of these coloring books only have one page colored in them. So her new focus for this year
Is going through and coloring the pages?
is going through and coloring more of the books that she already that only have one page colored. And I can't relate because I get on a, I mean, not to say that I don't ever get distracted, but I get on a kick and I color 3 or 4 pages in the same book.
Mm-hmm.
I left a comment on her video. I said, I've become a collector, not really accidentally, but I put a lot of coloring books on my wish list simply because to give you guys something cheap that you can give me if there's a gift giving occasion.
Mm-hmm.
I want there to be options on there, not just the $100 options, but the $10 options.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put a lot of coloring books because I want coloring books, but also it gives you something cheap to buy me if you are in the mood to buy me something.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys have bought me a lot of coloring books. So I would say, I haven't counted my coloring books because that's another thing that I want to do is try to gather, because I have like a few sitting over here. I have some sitting over here. I have some sitting over here. You know what I'm saying? I want to gather them all in one place so I can remember what coloring books I got, because I'm getting just on the edge of, oh, I didn't remember that I had that book.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
Because unlike some people, I don't want to make a spreadsheet for my coloring book.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like owning so much of something that I forget that I owned something.
Yeah.
I'm not a minimalist, but I don't want to own so much of something that I forget I own this or that. That to me is just a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get in a mood and I just color a bunch in one book, and that's what I've been on right now. Is
the best of 2024.
These best of books, I'm telling you, more than any of my other books, I will sit down and just color over and over and over in these books because there's so many different things to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, while you're pulling up your pages, Dimension 20 Gladlands just had the sailboat. It's so cute. I like the moon on the water there. That's very cute. Dimension 20 Gladlands just finished their season. It was only like 6 episodes, but it was very, very good. Mother, I don't think. Oh, Ari's got to go. Maybe back before we leave. Have fun, Ari.
Bye, Ari.
I don't know that you would like it, Mother, because there's one person in that season that you don't like. But if you can get past that, it was a very good season. I was the next last episode. I like that one. It looks like macaroni art. I like it. But the next to last episode, I was in full tears, sobbing the whole episode. Like it was very touching, very emotional. It was very cute. And then I've also been listening to, very slowly, but in the morning, so I'm getting ready for work, I've been listening to the Stormfront, the first book of the Dresden Files, which Wayne recommended. That's very cute. That I could see that being like a stained glass in someone's like kitchen or living room or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. But I've been listening to Stormfront, the
Do
first book
you
of the
think
Dresden
your
Files.
father would like the Dresden Files?
I don't know. Let me finish explaining and then you tell me if you think he would like it. So it is about, the book takes place in, because I had to look this up because I was a little confused. The book takes place in like the year 2000. The first book takes place in like the year 2000, but it's, ooh, I like that one. That one's cute.
This was
But
very fun to color.
it looks like it would be fun to color. I like the little pops of teal on the owl. It's very cute. But it takes place in the year 2000, but it's very, I'm trying to think of what to compare it to. It's very, what is that genre called? Urban fantasy. So it takes place in the city, and the main character is Harry Dresden, who is a wizard. He's the only registered wizard in the United States, and he's also a private investigator. And so it's very, I like that one. That looks like it could be a backsplash in somebody's kitchen.
This is the book that your father bought me for my birthday.
I like that one.
Yes, this is also very fun to color, very pleasing color. I left, this was supposed to be blue like the water, but like having the water and the sky be the same color felt like it was too busy, so I left the sky white.
I like that. No, I like that. Because I feel like it differentiates it a bit.
So the birds.
But it's very like gritty noir, early 2000s, but very gritty noir. Because the main person is a private, Harry Dresden, the main character, is a private investigator, and he basically works as a magical consultant for the police, is how he gets some of his money. The other half is like being a private investigator, and he gets called in to help the police. This is all in like the first chapter. He gets called in to help the police solve what is very clearly a magical murder. Like it is, there's like hearts have been ripped out of chests. It's very crazy.
Oh no.
Yes. But they don't describe it in a very like gory way. It's very like, he describes the scene and then the main character gets sick. But this man is so horny. I was not expecting it because Wayne, I'm on book 1. Wayne's on book like 5. And he's like, you should really listen to these. It's really good and you would like it, and blah, blah, blah. So I was not expecting any romance because he's not really a romance reader. I was expecting like action, fantasy, guns, fun stuff. And truly there's a scene. So I'm on chapter, it was in like chapter 5 or 6. So still very close to the beginning of the book. But there's a scene where he goes to meet the local vampire who's also the mistress of a brothel, and he goes to meet up with her because one of her girls was one of the people who was a victim in the murder. And he goes to talk to her, and she like gets on edge and attacks him, and he like flashes her with like pocket sunlight, crazy. And so she goes from being hot lady, porcelain skin, juicy thighs, because they specifically point that out, to like her skin sloughs off of her face, and she's like a bat mutant underneath. Like that's what the vampires actually look like, is this weird like big black eyes, like bat.
Well, it's not like it's not like the sunlight did that to her. It's like the sunlight exposed what she is.
Yeah, it exposed what she is. And so, and she like goes back to being normal or whatever, but it drained a lot of her energy. So he asks his detective questions. He goes to leave, and then one of her like girls comes up so that she can like drink some blood and like regain some energy or whatever. And as he's walking out the door, he sees the scene of what happens with them. And so the vampire lady like licks her wrist, and apparently in her saliva is like a narcotic. And so sorry YouTube, this is gonna be absolutely scandalous. He literally says, I can see her nipples getting hard under her shirt. This whole scene would have been arousing for me had I not known what monster was underneath. And I was like, I was at the gym when I listened to that. I wasn't prepared. I was like, scandalous.
Scandalous.
So yes, he's a down on his luck detective that keeps having to talk to all these very hot, very smart women to get information, and he's just horny the whole time.
Oh Lord.
Yes. But it's the action and stuff is good. It's just like, I don't know if Papa would like a romance.
I might check it out myself.
That's what Wayne said. He's like, your mom would not have liked the Stormlight Archives, but she might like the Dresden Files. And I'm like, she might like the Dresden Files.
I might check it out myself. Well, I watched
Oh,
the Yes or No games on
I saw
Prime
you
Video.
posting about that, I think, but I didn't read it all.
And the Yes or No games is a game show. It is in German. So I kind of had to pay attention.
Love you.
Your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you.
See you later.
She said bye.
Bye. That's your boy now.
Oh, I'm a dog. Continue.
But it's basically they ask them a bunch of questions, and the group has to figure out whether they're all yes or no questions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the question will be something like, California is a state in the United States. And so it's
yes.
like, and then they have to vote yes or no. They've got these big, these things they've got on their arm look like,
not the Ben 10 Power Watch.
yes, they look like this size on their arm. Okay, maybe a little bit.
They got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Master.
Maybe a little bit bigger. And when they unlock them at a certain time to vote yes or no. But it's like they start out with like 128 people. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you have to, once he unlocks it, you have to vote fast, because after like, what's half 128 is 64, right?
That sounds accurate.
They have it in even numbers because
yes.
So they answer the question. Say 64 people have already registered in yes, then whoever has not voted yet automatically gets shunted into no, whether you knew the answer or not. So you need to answer fast. Oh. Because like, whichever answer gets filled up the quickest, then everybody else gets shunted to the other answer. Ooh. And then if you answered yes, you go in the yes room. If you answered no, you go in the no room. And then he makes a big drama of telling you what the answer was. And then for the audience, he explains, well, this was the answer because this, and this. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, everybody in the right answer room is yay. And then the people who answered the wrong answer, they go away, but they get a chance to come back later.
How?
Well, because they start out with 128. They immediately get it down to 64. Then whatever half of 64, 32. And then half of what they get it down till they get down to 8 people. And then it's like, okay, you 8 people are going into the semifinals. And so y'all go wait over there. And then then this happens over like maybe 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. And then they bring back 124 people again, or 128 people again. So it's all the people who got like eliminated
in the first
previous rounds. Plus, they bring in 8 new people because the 8 people who went to the semifinals. So all the people who were eliminated in the previous rounds get to go again. Mm-hmm. Plus, there's 8 new people in there. And they keep doing that until they get down to a final 8. And then those final 8
get to compete with the original final 8?
Yes, but so they do that like 3 or 4 times till you have whatever 8 times 4 is. And then that's like the last group. Mm-hmm. And then those narrow down to 8. And then they have to answer a question one by one. They start out with like 24 coins and 24 virtual coins. And so they're all standing there. He asks the yes or no question, and you have to put some of your coins in yes and some of your coins in no. So you're like, you have to use up your coins. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, I'm almost positive. So I'm going to put like 20 of my coins in yes and just 4 in no.
Mm-hmm.
or I'm going to divide it 50-50 because I don't know what the answer is or whatever. And when you get down to 0 coins, you are gone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then it finally gets down to the one person who has like one coin. And then,
That sounds interesting.
so I mean, it's interesting. It's light. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like it's not like Jeopardy. It's not like super hard questions.
Is this an American game show or a UK?
No, this is in German.
Germany. I forgot you said that.
Yeah, this is
Ooh.
in German, and there's no English dub. So your eyes need to be looking at the screen,
The subtitles, yeah.
at the subtitles.
Ooh, I don't know if that's a show I'm going to watch anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you're a person who can crochet and without looking, because like
It depends on what I'm working on.
I was able to work on this and watch it because I can somewhat knit without looking.
Mm.
You know, unless it's like when I'm doing like the purling rows, I can definitely do that without looking. So yeah, so there's that. I would recommend if you watch stuff like The Floor or What's in the Box. Ronald watched What's in the Box and hated it,
Yeah.
and but it's on that level of trivia. It's not Jeopardy trivia where you really got to know stuff.
You just have to be able to get a 50-50.
You have to be able. You kind of have to know, but not. They're just not really super hard questions.
Yeah.
I mean, there were several questions in there that I did not know, but there were also a lot of questions in there I did know. So it's not hello to the dog.
Yeah, this is his show now. He's the new host.
But yeah, it was interesting. Also, the musical with your sister, we watched Meet Me in St. Louis. That is a Judy Garland musical from I think 1953, maybe. I think it's basically a family, and it's showing their lives. It's kind of like a slice of life kind of thing. It's showing their lives leading up to the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
And the different things that go on with their lives. But the reason I mention it is because it had been many years since I'd seen this musical all the way through, and I had forgotten about the Halloween segment. And the youngest daughter in the movie is a morbid child. She comes to you gleefully saying, "Yes, I buried my doll today. She died of a terrible illness. She almost coughed up a lung."
Oh no.
And she says it with a smile. She is a morbid child.
Oh no.
And
it's giving
Wednesday. It's not like a Wednesday child who would go,
who's like deadpan.
Who's deadpan and would be like, "Yes, I buried the doll today." No, she's like, "I buried my dolls today and I'm ready to bury the next one. I've got a perfect shoebox ready for her with silk lined on the inside." And
not her silk lined in the casket.
She is a morbid child. But they're getting ready for Halloween. They're showing like each month leading up to the World's Fair, and it's like 7 months away to the World's Fair. So like, this month, then they'll show something they did in October, and then something they did in November, and blah blah blah. So October was showing them getting ready for Halloween. There's 2 younger kids and apparently Halloween in this country used to be very different. Because the kids didn't go door to door asking for candy. What the parents had ice cream and cake ready at home. The kids all dressed as ghosts and ghouls and dirt all over their face and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they carried bags of flour. And they go to the neighbors' houses and they're supposed to kill the neighbors by yelling, "I hate you," and throw the flour in their face. And if you manage to go and kill a neighbor, then then that means your ghostly banshee soul is at rest, and you're allowed to throw some wood onto the bonfire that they have built in the middle of the street.
Where is this Halloween lore coming from? This is a lot of, because like I know that Halloween definitely used to be different. None of that is sounding familiar. Not even.
And so there was this whole thing of the morbid child. Everybody was like I forget the family. I'm gonna say Hotchkiss, but I don't think that's the right name. But or the Bonkoffs or whatever. But the Bonkoffs. That's close enough to the name because I can't remember the actual name. And the little morbid child, she's younger than all the other kids, and all the other kids are like, well, no, you can't come with us to go kill them because you're too young. Just stand here by the bonfire, but don't get too close to the fire. And nobody will let her throw anything in the fire and help with the fire. So it's like they're not letting her do anything because she's like the youngest kid out of all the kids on the street, apparently.
Right.
And so she gets tired of not being included, and this is the Bonkoffs, because this one kid is apparently the leader, and he's like, okay, you go kill the Smiths, and you go kill the Jones, and you go, and they're like, and he's like, you go kill the Bonkoffs, and every time he tells another older kid, you go kill the Bonkoffs, oh no, I'm not taking the Bonkoffs, I'm gonna go take them, because nobody wants to go to the Bonkoffs because they've got a pit bull.
Oop.
And so nobody wants to go to the Bonkoffs because they're scared of the pit bull.
Mm.
And so everybody's going everywhere, and she's tired of not being, Tootie was the kid's name. She's tired of not being included. So she's like, when he's still giving out assignments and nobody wants to take the Bonkoffs, she says, I'm going to go take the Bonkoffs. And he says, no, you're too young. You're too young. She says, nope, I'm going to go take the Bonkoffs. And she goes, and they do this whole creepy walk up to the Bonkoffs, and she's going by herself. Nobody would go with her because they're all scared of the dog. And you see this German family just sitting in their house, the lights all on, the mother sitting in her chair knitting, and the father sitting reading his paper, and the big old dog sitting in his own chair. He's not even on the floor. He's like up. And you see her shaking, go up to the house. And the actress who plays her, by the way, was a very like well-known child actress. Back then, she was known for for doing a really good cry and being really doing the scared part really good. So she goes up to the house, and then he opens the door because like all the neighbors, all the adults know.
They know what's going on.
This is what the kids are going to do. This is the ritual. We're fine. We're not going to get mad or yell at them or anything because this is what they do. It's Halloween.
Yeah, if you don't want it, don't answer the door.
And it's like, even one of the mother told one of the kids, when you steal Mrs. Frankel's cat, be sure to take her back. Mm-hmm. Because she knows you're going to steal the cat. Just make sure you have her back by morning so we can feed her.
That poor traumatized cat.
So she goes up, and she's standing there, and she finally, and he's like, he's big, tall, and she's little, and she's just, I hate you, Mr. Frankel. And she throws a big old handful of flour in his face, and then runs back to the bonfire. And everybody's like, what's wrong, Tootie? What's wrong, Tootie? I killed him. I killed Mr. Bankoff. And everybody's like, she killed Mr. Bankoff all by herself. She's the queen of Halloween. And then she gets to throw stuff on the bonfire. But then later, this bad child, she comes home later, and she's got, because they're at home waiting for the kids to come home, and they've got the cake and the ice cream and everything. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, they hear a scream. It's like, that sounds like Tootie screaming. This sounds like she's down by the train tracks. Oh no! And they got to run down to the trolley tracks. And because remember, this is 1904. There's no cars. People go by trolley. Down by the trolley tracks, and they find her. She's got a split lip, and she's got hair clenched in her fist, and she's like, John Truitt grabbed me. John Truitt did this. Then John Truitt's the boy that Judy Garland is falling for. And she's like, no, John Truitt couldn't have done that. John Truitt did it. John Truitt did it. Judy Garland runs over there and beating up on John Truitt. How dare you hit a 5-year-old? And she's just like, I'm like, girl, if he really was somebody to hit a 5-year-old, he would have threw you by now if this was 2026. But turns out, and they're treating it, and they're like, oh, she's been traumatized. Let's let her put on the favorite nightgown and let her sit in bed, and she gets to have 2 different kinds of ice cream brought to her in bed and stuff. And she's just milking it. And then when they all leave, the other sister, who's like the next to youngest, comes, and it's like, and they overhear them talking. John Truitt was just putting them to the side so the police didn't get them, because what they had done was stuff some clothes to look like a lady and put her on the trolley tracks so that the trolley would run off the track.
Dangerous.
And the older sister was like, you could have killed people if that trolley went off the track. And she's like, and John Truitt was just trying to protect you from the police. It's like, he didn't need to protect me from the police. Nobody suspects a girl. And she starts laughing.
I mean, she was right. She got away with it.
This child. It was a fun musical. You should watch it. Even though I told you what happened, you should watch it.
I mean, I still watch it, yeah.
Because you got to see the looks on her face. Because she was a good actress, and she's the only one alive left out of that movie.
Really? What's her name?
I think her name is Margaret something. But she's like 86 years old, because everybody else in that movie is dead now. She was the youngest one in the movie.
She was 5.
She's the only one left alive. So, but yeah. So that's what we watched.
I got nothing else. Is there anything else to talk about?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I talked about my birthday stuff. I talked about work. I lost my crochet projects. I'll find them eventually and probably post them in the Discord. Yeah, I don't think I had anything else.
No, whatever we think of, I'm sure we'll
put in the notes for later.
We'll bring it up next week.
Well, this has been the Conversation Chair. If you liked what was going on, make sure you hit the like. If you want to support us further, hit the subscribe button. If you want
media consumption. YouTube was out yesterday.
Oh, yeah. YouTube was down for like an hour, almost an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah.
Because I noticed it immediately, because that's what I do when I wind down in the evening is watch YouTube. And all of a sudden my YouTube stopped working. And I was like...
Same here.
I was like, oh, well, maybe because we've been having trouble with the Wi-Fi in this bedroom, because this bedroom is the furthest away from the Wi-Fi router. And so I was like, oh, maybe it's the Wi-Fi stuff acting up again. So I try to refresh it a few times. It doesn't work. So I go into the living room and I try to refresh and it's still not working. I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the app. So I uninstalled and reinstalled YouTube. Still didn't work.
Same here.
So I'm like, oh, it's just my phone. Let me just watch some YouTube on my laptop. Pull it up on my laptop and it's not working. And I'm like, oh, it's out. It's out now. So I was...
Same here. I thought I hit, because I was in the middle of switching from one video to another video, and then all of a sudden, because I watch it on my television, and so all of a sudden it knocked me back out to the screen where I either watch as a guest or watch it on my account or watch it on somebody else's account. And so I was like, oh, it could knock me completely out, because I didn't even see... I don't know if you watch YouTube on your TV, but if you use a smart TV app, when you bring up YouTube, it'll have your little logo picture. Like if you're watching this right now, those of you watching it right now, that little logo that's down in the bottom right corner of my face, that is the logo that comes up when I open YouTube saying I want to watch it under my account.
Yeah.
So it's got that, and then it's add a kid account. And then on the bottom it says watch as a guest, which means don't log in at all. But my account was not even there.
Oh, it didn't even load the face?
My account was not even there. So I was like, oh, it logged me completely out. Maybe I need to log back in. And so I spent a bunch of time trying to log in. It wouldn't work on my phone, and it didn't work on. But I thought I didn't notice that YouTube itself was down because it was letting me open the app enough to try to log in and do the code and everything, and then it said something went wrong.
I think it was truly just the algorithms for the like homepage and the subscribing page, because I was watching. There was one like blog that I found that was doing like live updates of the YouTube down thing, and so I kept that up in a tab on my laptop because I'd already switched my laptop at this point. I kept that up in a tab on my laptop, and I was like watching Dropout, and every time I finished a video, I would like go refresh the page and see if they like updated anything. But the main page and the subscription feed page, anything that's like a feed page, was down. But if you go to a specific person, you could watch their videos. So I was able to like go to Good Mythical Morning and watch a few of their videos. Like you could go specifically to a page and watch the videos. It was having trouble loading, so they were not at the highest quality, but it was still like playing the videos. But
that wouldn't work on the TV because it wouldn't
get up to that page.
It wouldn't let you get past, because I was like, oh, it's not letting me log in. I tried 3 different ways to log in, because there's the way that you can like log in on your laptop, or you can scan it with your phone, or you can type the login on the TV. And I tried all 3 ways and it wouldn't work. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try logging in as a guest. And I click log in as a guest, and then it would show my face, and it's like, oh, so it's logged back in. And then I click my face, and then it would go back to the other thing. So it wouldn't let me get past that to bring up any kind of videos. I couldn't even.
Yeah, it worked on my laptop.
Maybe if I had done it on my laptop, I would have seen that. But I was trying to, because I have a playlist of movies that are on YouTube, that are free on YouTube, that I watch with your sister. And we had already picked yesterday or Monday what movie we were going to watch, and it was on YouTube. So I was trying to pull up YouTube and it wouldn't come. So we had to pick a different movie last minute on Tubi to watch.
That's good old Tubi.
But we're running out of stuff because we like what we call the soundstage musicals, the really old-fashioned musicals where you can tell they're filming this on a stage and not like out in a real street or whatever. We like those kind of musicals, but we're running out of ones that we can watch for free.
Yeah.
On one of our services. You know, there's several other ones we haven't watched yet, but I don't want to pay. We've discussed this before. I don't want to pay $3.99 because a lot of times we don't get them watched all in one sitting. Yeah. And I don't want to pay $3.99 and then have to pay $3.99 again to watch the other half.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad. I thought for sure it was going to be down this morning. I kept checking this morning.
I thought so too. I was worried.
And it might be down again. But yeah, I used Reddit to keep up with what was going on. So
I just Googled, like I truly found it like immediately though, because as soon as I realized, oh, it's not working on my laptop, I pulled it up. I Googled like YouTube down, like the first
that's what I did.
The first few times that I Googled it, nothing was there. Like I think I was 30 minutes before anybody did any posts or anything about it, because I'm like, YouTube is how I spend my evenings. I was already on it the whole time.
Yeah, it went down at 8:00, and it was 8:30 before I tried to figure out what was going on, and I went to Down Detector, and it said YouTube is working fine. I said, you lie. I said, you lie. And so I went back to the search again, and then I saw the subreddit R YouTube, and it was like, YouTube is down. I'm like, okay, so at least somebody has figured out that YouTube is down. It's not just me. Yeah. And it was down and it wasn't just us, it was down all over the world because
I saw posts about like Australia.
Yeah. I saw posts on Reddit talking about So
that's crazy. Hopefully it's all solved and doesn't happen again.
That's just weird. Yeah.
I wonder if they were like somebody was trying to push an update and there was a bug somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's been around 20 some years, and I have never seen it go out like that. Even when things like in the last few years, there have been like solar flares or stuff like that people experience. I haven't had the problem.
Yeah.
I've read about other people having the problem, but I haven't had the problem. So that just felt weird that YouTube was down. That's just a big thing to be
It was
down.
crazy.
Because
they got that Google money. They've got every server known to man.
Exactly. So it feels like they should never go down.
Exactly.
So that was just weird.
We got to get out of here.
We do. Because I need a nap.
Hit the notification bell. If you want to leave a comment, let us know what you were doing while YouTube was down last night. I was watching Dropout.
I was watching Tubi.
All right. I think we're out of here.